Jaheim Otis, Alabama defensive line transfer, interior defensive line transfer, has been working his way up in Colorado Buffalo's camp here. And Gilly hosts a podcast, went and visited Colorado Buffalo's camp and gave Jaheim Otis a message that I want to get Matt's reaction to. Take a listen.
There's talented motherfuckers on this team, man. You know what else they say? You don't work hard, man. You got 3 kids, man. How you playing with this shit, man? You got 3 kids, man. Me and these niggas got 3 kids, man. How you playing with this shit, man? I just want to know. I said that, I talked to a coach, he said, 90 right there. I said, damn, I just got done hollering at him from Mississippi. He said, he one of the most talented motherfuckers on this field. By far. But he don't want it.
But he don't want it. What do you think of this?
I think that if I didn't have to look at his hat, that the message might actually resonate with me.
I mean,
I just don't know how I can't take it seriously when you look like a clown. Look, the message is good. Mm-hmm. Are you living up to your potential? You have 3 kids. What are you fucking around for? There's something to play for. Mm-hmm. I'm not a problem with that whatsoever. I don't know if this is going to go over very well, but I don't know this guy at all, and I've never met him before. Why, out of everybody in your Rolodex, why is he the one talking to your defensive tackle?
That is
like Warren Sapp or Donatel Petco or Coach Lewis or all coaches can't call Michael Irvin and Marshall Falk, or we can't why him? Because he has a podcast?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, dog, but if you want me to get into this whole we're surrounded by NFL stars, why is the number 1 jock sniff talking to your players?
That is a valid question.
I just don't know. I don't know him, and you can't tell me that he's bringing football knowledge to the 6'6", 310-pound 3 technique. So,
no.
Look, but his message is good. Mm-hmm. I want to reiterate that because I know it'll be taken out of the wrong context. His message is good. He is asking him, why are you fucking around? You're not living up to your potential. You got 3 kids, yada, 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 yada. But I'm not against it if it's consistent and he's there for the kids' well-being and he's not just there to suck off the media and get his brand up off Coach Prime's brand, which you can't tell me people don't try and do.
Sure, yeah, definitely.
From what I'm saying, he's a motivational speaker. All right, cool. Well, then that makes sense. Okay, is he? I don't know how motivating that speech was, but it ain't supposed to be. He's calling him out.
Yeah.
And that also is a good thing. Sometimes you need to be called out on your bullshit, and maybe that's what he's doing. Sometimes you need a different voice from just a coach to really wake you up, somebody that's just observing and not in the film room and not on your ass all day, every day. So this may be a good thing. Shit, I don't know. But at the same, look, I just this fucking hat is ridiculous, and I can't get over it.
Yeah, that's oh shit. I look at it like this.
Other than that, the message was pretty good, and it's probably pretty good to hear from a different voice. And as long as Gilly's intentions are pure, then I'm sure that his message to the young men is a good thing. So,
yeah, and here's my thing. I think you made a great point with it, Matt.
I just don't have a damn clue who they are, so that's my bad for being naive on that. I don't know who they are.
Well, yeah, they are podcasters. They do host podcasts. They also go around and do a bunch of other stuff. But in essence, they're podcasters. They do podcasts with bars.
Is this the dude that had the beef with
Cam Newton?
Cam Newton.
Yes.
Okay, so that's who he is. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So here's my thing. I have no issue with Gilly's message. I just think that there is no way in hell that Jaheim Otis, who I'm gonna be honest, we'll talk about this in a second, but it seems like he has a laziness issue just from an outsider's perspective. And there's no way that you can't tell me Deion Sanders, Nick Saban, and all the other coaches that have been around him haven't said the same thing that Gilly has said to him. So I sit here and question why, or I just highly doubted that Jaheim Otis is going to take that message from Gilly seriously, and then you see him wearing a big ass hat on top of it.
Well, I don't think. Look, from what I'm reading in the comments, and again, I'm naive to this. I've never heard about this guy until the Cam Newton thing, which I thought was ridiculous. Take away what the hat looks like. Apparently, he owns the company. If I own that stupid ass hat company, I'd be rocking that shit too.
Sure, yeah, sure.
Well, obviously, it's working for him. So, congratulations to that move. I don't necessarily think that the kid won't listen, but he's definitely got a lazy problem. Let's be real. Let's just transfer to that. Like Gilly, we appreciate the fact that you're supporting. We appreciate the fact that you're there. From what I'm gathering here, he's pretty tight with the Sanders family and is a major player in the rap game and the podcasting game.
Well, Gilly is a former rapper. It's just
awesome. Good. I'm happy for him. And honestly, I like the message that he's given to Big Man. But Otis got ran out of Alabama for being fat, lazy, and slow. And he was in the transfer portal for a reason. Some guys are in the transfer portal because they graduated. Some guys are in the transfer portal because they ate their way to it. Now, he did come back into shape and into camp in unbelievable shape, right? But there are individuals out here that look like Tarzan, play like Jane. And unfortunately, that happens a ton. We had a scrimmage last night against Montbello and Columbine. Montbello has some of the biggest kids I've ever seen, bro, but they just got mollywopped. Like, standing straight up, no pass rush, wouldn't chase the ball. And I'm sitting there like, man, you guys are lucky I don't coach your asses. You would hate my ass.
Like several teams like that, Matt. Yeah.
But I will say this, Coach Sapp, I'm pretty sure Coach Sapp told him not even to come back if he wasn't under 315, and he came back.
No, let me make this clear.
Was that Barnes?
Mistaken with Barnes. Yeah, so Barnes is the one who came into camp losing weight. Barnes is who Domata Pecco, you saw Coach Sapp talk.
All right, so then is Otis still fat?
So here's where this gets interesting. Otis is currently going viral for a one-on-one rep in Colorado practice where Jordan Seaton basically says you do the same move over and over again. And just watch this rep, Matt. And you and I have both done one-on-one reps over the years. Look, just watch this.
Go again. Show me from the beginning, please.
All right, here you go.
Cross face, rip, no hands, stop. Yeah.
And then he just walks back. And
then you hear that's the only move you ever do. It's the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, and he was like, yeah, it was Jordan Seaton calling him out too. So,
I mean, he might want to move to offensive line because once you're a one-move pass rusher or just more. Look, here's a question: would you working with Otis? I'll work with anybody that wants to work. Personally, I think that the coaching staff is scared to send guys to me, and I think the players don't want to work at the level that I work at, period. That's what I think. So I'm right down the street. Everybody knows me. I don't go after the players and ask them to come in, but they understand that the work is there. But again, we work at my place. We're not out fucking around. So
that's true.
I'm not saying they are out fucking around, but they're not working with me and they're not calling me. I've had a couple of conversations with different people up there about how we work together, and it always comes back to me donating my time and like making sure that I'm doing it for free. And I'm not doing that shit. I don't work for free. So, yeah, if you want to work, you know where 6-0 is at, and you have to invest in yourself in order for me to invest in you because I'm a motherfucking professional with this pension. So you can't try and like squash me down because I'm not a Hall of Famer or some shit. That didn't work.
No, you're 100% right, Matt. Now, I'm curious to see how Jaheim Otis fares in Colorado's depth because this is,
I would break this kid's fucking will in one day, bro. He wouldn't want to do what I asked him to do. He won't come in and do ropes and hammers and body weight and lift and push the sled and do technique work and do film with a smile on his face, get a protein shake, sit down, go over what he did wrong, go over tomorrow what he needs to do right, and show back up at 5 a.m. That shit ain't gonna fucking happen. So don't sit here and act like I'm the fucking bad guy.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, 100%. And
college guys want to get there, dog. They don't want to work that hard when they get there. That's why all the college guys disappear once they walk out of the gym. Like, oh, I can just go fuck around in my weight room at school and I can hide in a 150-person pack instead of being elite again. So that's just me.
You ain't lying, Matt. I mean, I can tell you that. You ain't lying about that last part. Shit. My biggest takeaway from
that's the same thing that happened at Eastern.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. And
it's the mentality, dog. It's the, oh, I'm here, and somebody wrote an article about me 6 months ago, and I'm special, and I don't really need to do everything, so I'm going to hide in the fucking group rather than put in the fucking work at the highest level. Every time I go up there, Bailey, sorry to cut you off. Every time I go up there, all I hear is, hey, let me get a card. Let's work. And I'm like, cool, bro, come down. Do I ever hear from anyone? Or is it only like, hey, I've got a week off from training. Can I come down and like, I can't really pay you. Like, I thought all the guys were making fucking money in Boulder. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm a retired NFL player. You can't use the I don't have any money excuse with me. What do I look like, a fucking moron?
I mean, seriously though, like you ain't lying about that, and you know better than anybody. Like in your profession and what you're doing now, like you know better than anybody what these kids are making. So, I like Jordan Seaton calling him out and being like, use another move. I mean, it's I don't know. I just
Jordan Seaton is one of those kids that actually puts in work. I saw him all off season at different places, even the University of Miami, for God's sakes, which made me nervous as shit. Like, I saw him putting in work, and guess what he looks like? He looks like he put in fucking work because he looks like
crazy right now. Yeah,
that motherfucker's on one.
Yeah.
So he should be calling his ass out. He should be going. Sometimes, bro, it happens where these highly regarded 4 and 5 star and 3 star recruits turn out to be absolute dog shit and can't play and don't have any heart and won't chase the ball, and they just get beat on. And unfortunately, you're going to run across a lot of those guys in the transfer portal when you try and figure out if they're that guy or not, because coaches have to figure out for themselves. I guarantee you they did their homework on this kid, but the upside outweighed the negative. So they were like, okay, we're going to bring him in and see if Coach Sapp and Coach Pecco and our strength coach and everybody that we're around can pull it out of this kid. But from what I'm gathering, it just ain't happening.
I haven't heard that it's happened yet, Matt. And
I mean, that's a predetermined crossface. But I don't care about that. I don't like. Where's the hump move counter? Why aren't you bull rushing his ass? Why are you stopping? Why aren't you running back to the fucking line?
That pissed me off. I didn't really care about
stopping in the middle of it. Number 70 should drop his motherfucking ass on his head right here and start yelling at him.
Yeah.
Sorry, ass punk motherfucker, and then like have him run back. Why aren't you running back to the line? Run! It really bothers me, dog. Mm-hmm. As a guy who played fucking three technique there, and I think at a higher level than that, I would anticipate that Coach Sapp and Coach Pecco are rather disappointed.
Sure. And all the people in the chat who are going out, use a different, like none of you play D-line. Shut up. The video how it is,
if he crosses the end of the rep. If he crosses face, go back real quick. The minute he crosses face, his left arm, when he gets locked right there, look at the fucking center's feet. They're touching each other right here.
Yeah.
The center has a bad rep. But Otis is crossing over. He's not going vertical. He should have a lateral step and a vertical step. His left shoulder should be bent down. Yeah. And when he dips his shoulder, what allows his left hand to do is to drop and stop right there. You see this elbow and the fucking shoulder exposure? So as the offensive lineman whose feet were just together is pushing you a certain direction, that's where you put your right foot in the fucking ground hard. You stop. Your leverage is already down because you took proper footwork and didn't cross over and stand the fuck up, which is what he did. And you take this big motherfucking left arm and you grab his shoulder or his elbow and you hump his ass by and you accelerate to the quarterback and hit him in the fucking teeth and drive his ass into the ground as hard as you can and get up and run after the ball and do it again. That's what defensive line play is, not this soft-ass bullshit.
Facts. Jaheim Otis, we'll see how you respond.
Hold on. And this one right here. Yeah, you are. Bro, you don't want dominant 3 technique play in Boulder? When you have dominant 3 technique play in Boulder, we go to bowl games, win bowl games, and play for conference championships. Every time we do not have it, we don't go to bowl games. We can't win shit. I already did the list, and he ain't on it.
Mm-hmm.
So don't sit here and tell me that you're not going to watch dominant defensive linemen. In fact, I don't know if there is anybody more fun to watch than violent defensive linemen as they throw around and ragdoll 300-pound men.
Good point.
And he's being coached by somebody who I've seen absolutely ragdoll everyone and anyone.
Yeah.
And Warren Sapp, and maybe the hardest playing son of a bitch I've ever seen at Delma Pecco.
Yeah, who's also at that level too. Exactly.
Like, and the thing that worries me is 2 things. Number one, I didn't hear either of their voices. Now it's a short clip.
Sure, yeah.
At least we heard Seton. They might just be sitting there doing this and looking at each other like, what the fuck do we have to do? Why doesn't this kid listen to anything we say? Why is he doing this weird-ass move again? Everybody knows he does the same shit every time, including the offensive line. This center just had the worst fucking set ever, and he still lost. Yeah. And then on top of losing, what did he do? You know what the worst thing you can do in a rep is? Fucking quit. That's the worst possible thing you can do in any rep. So you know what? I want to revert all the way back here. Hey, Gilly, you need to go out and stick your size 12 in this kid's ass, especially since you guys are from the same part of Mississippi and there seems to be a bond. Dog, please go motivate this guy. Do whatever you got to do. Spit in his ear, fucking give him a back rub his fucking corns. Just get him on the quarterback's ass, for God's sakes. Fuck me.
No, and you said it best, Matt. Definitely. We'll see how Jaheim Otis responds. We'll see if he works.
I want to meet Gilly now. Now I want a big 6-0 hat.
That would be sweet. That would be big ass 6-0 hat. Hey, yeah, we might have to make that happen. Stay tuned chat. We might have to make that happen. That'd be pretty sweet.
Size 8, Gilly's 5'4".
Perfect.
Size 8, then it'll fit better.